Week 16.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Running right, here's Sanders. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down now, it's Sanders. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Kill. Get him all. Rest.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. So, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it.
Dashing through the snow. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Nickel Roby brings him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. We're going to 54. 188.
A first down carry by Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You don't see me in your nightmare, son.
Prescott now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
Mike. Mike. They can't hang with us.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
It's been a long day for you. Hey!
They run with Taylor, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. first down. Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down, Cowboys.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Cooper's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games for the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. The give to Taylor. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Let's go. Hey, come on. Mike 54. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Jackson. $12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
Mike's 5-4. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Right there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Prescott now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Prescott now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Go to 54, go to 54. Mike, 46. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Here we go, kill. 46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. Mike, let's go. Here we go. 46 to Mike.
To the air again, Prescott. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, as time expires in the first half, as his guys are back within a single score. This time, the extra point up and good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
Get ready.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 9 now. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 54 Mike. And let's get this.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike. 50.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left, and this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Switch.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down. It's Elliott. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll go again with Sanders. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll drop the throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Prescott now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
46 to Mike. Here we go. 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now from the 50. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
I got him. Mike 50.
2nd and 11. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Prescott. His throw incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated, the front and the back.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
40, Cowboys 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.